Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. Hope fans say mother picks Ridge over daughter despite betrayal. Brooke should have issued an apology. According to teasers on the Bold and the Beautiful, viewers believe Brooke should apologize to her daughter for putting Ridge before family after Hope and Brooke's heated argument. By holding Hope responsible for the company takeover, did Brooke go too far? Although some fans believe that Brooke should have apologized, does she actually owe her daughter one? Viewers of Bold and Beautiful are split over the emotional confrontation between Brooke Logan and Hope Logan. Some ardent Hope supporters maintain that Brooke was entirely at fault. But was she? Confrontation between mother and daughter reaches explosive heights. Hope finally let loose years of bottled-up resentment on Brooke in what may have been one of the most intense mother-daughter arguments we've ever witnessed, accusing her mother of constantly picking Ridge Forrester over her own family. When Hope pointed out to Brooke that she had continually demeaned herself by groveling at Ridge's feet only to be turned away time and time again, the argument swiftly became heated. Some outspoken Hope supporters have rushed to social media to say that Brooke was disgraceful for supposedly telling Hope that she abandoned her for Ridge and acted as like that was totally acceptable, calling this encounter glorious and a long time coming. They think that because that's all she cares about, Ridge and a schlong, Brooke unjustly blamed Hope for Ridge's departure. However, let's stand back and think about what's truly going on here. Is the company takeover actually blameless? Although ardent Hope supporters maintain that Carter Walton was solely responsible for the revolution at Forrester Creations and that Hope only took the hit for it, corporate documents contradict this claim. Hope voluntarily took part in the takeover effort, which ultimately cost her job and strained all of the family's ties. Steffy Forrester has good financial reasons for wanting to terminate Hope for the future, but some fans appear to have forgotten this. The line wasn't operating efficiently, and occasionally difficult business choices must be made. Was Steffy acting in a completely professional manner? Maybe not. However, portraying Hope as a total victim fails to acknowledge her part in the corporate drama. The intricate history of conflict between mothers and daughters. As a mother, Brooke has undoubtedly made her share of errors. Her life has frequently revolved around her complex connection with Ridge, sometimes to the detriment of her kids. The attraction between Brooke and Ridge, however, is something Hope is more aware of than anybody else because it has defined her mother's existence. Brooke thought she was trying to reclaim the business for Ridge when she took over as CEO. She may have used dubious tactics, but she didn't mean any harm to Hope. She was attempting to correct a situation that had gotten out of hand. The heartbreaking reconciliation that has caused fans to split. The way this confrontation ended is what makes it so intriguing. Hope sobbed and apologized profusely after Katie Logan had to physically stop her from slapping her mother following a heated argument. "I apologize, Mom. I adore you, and I'm sorry. I've lost everything. I apologize. I apologize, Mother." Hope cried, "I love you," as Brooke gave her a hug. Hope's most loyal fans are enraged at this moment. Hope's apology was deemed absolutely nauseating by one particularly outspoken admirer, who also maintained that Brooke ought to have offered an apology for picking a man over the daughter she claims to love. Relationships, particularly those between mothers and daughters, are rarely that straightforward. Hope may have lost all she had recently, including her marriage to Liam Spencer, her dignity after kissing Finn Finnegan, her connection with Thomas Forrester, her work, and her design company, which contributed to her breakdown. Creating new cycles or shattering existing ones? She finally got tired of repeating that same cycle with Liam and broke it, as Hope's admirers proudly note. They quickly remind everyone that Steffy, not Hope, was the one who persuaded Thomas to leave town. Though Hope may have broken her cycle with Liam, isn't it intriguing that she might be forming new, troublesome patterns? She had both personal and professional setbacks as a result of her developing intimacy with Carter. Her relationship with Steffy suffered as a result of her impetuous kiss with Finn. She also lost the family business relationship she had fought so hard to establish since she agreed to take part in Carter's takeover plan. What will the Logan women do next? The truth is far more complex, even though some fans might still maintain that Brooke was wholly at fault. Mother and daughter were both wrong. They both spoke harsh things. And the two will have to work together to find a solution. The Logan women will need to unite more than ever in light of Taylor Hayes and Steffi's celebration of Ridge's apparent selection of Taylor, as Katie's presence during their altercation made clear. One thing is evident when the dust settles on this dramatic encounter: Hope and Brooke's relationship is still complex, messy, and very emotional, just way actual mother-daughter relationships frequently are. This guy is the Brooke rebound romance shocker. After her Destiny boyfriend dumps Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, in Bold and Beautiful, she will soon seek a new partner. Now that Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, was selected over Brooke by Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., we will discuss who could be her rebound romance. Ridge's refusal and Brooke's request, a Bold and the Beautiful drama emerges. Okay. Now that Ridge and the Forrester family are back in charge at FC, we witnessed Brooke begging him to return to her. Ridge is the guy of her dreams and her destiny. Regardless of Brooke's motivations, Ridge is unable to forget or forgive her for accepting the CEO job at the family business. Brooke vowed to Ridge that she had only taken that job to persuade Carter Walton and Hope Logan to give Ridge and Eric Forrester back control of the business. However, there's no evidence for such. Ultimately, Ridge believes he was the one who persuaded Carter to relinquish the business. Personally, I believe that Brooke's constant guilt-baiting of Carter cleared the path. However, it had ultimately done her no good. Brooke's decision to accept the CEO position backfired, and what's done is done. Ridge has told Brooke that he is now committed to Taylor and has firmly rejected her. And it's in spite of Brooke telling him straight out that she is his true love and that he must return home. The way she just says, "Ridge, this is how you're feeling," never ceases to astound me. As if she knew for sure and he doesn't know his own thoughts. This is what's in your head, and this is what you're going to do now. He is, however, a waffle boy, to be fair. Perhaps, then, she is more aware. Predicting Brooke's recovery, Hope's romantic reset on Bold and the Beautiful and her confrontation. Brooke, however, is currently devastated. However, we also know that she won't be alone for very long. She will suffer a breakdown after she and Hope have a yelling and almost comical altercation this week in which Brooke places some of the blame for the separation on Hope. However, Brooke will finally dry her tears and decide how to handle her romantic life, which has been completely destroyed by the revolution and its aftermath. Therefore, Brooke's previous relationship, Ridge, might be the first target of her new romance strategy. It's difficult to believe Brooke will simply leave and give up on Ridge so quickly. In truth, Ridge and Taylor's relationship might still be hampered by Brooke, at least temporarily. However, if Ridge refuses to compromise and continues to date Taylor, Brooke would have to come to terms with the fact that, for the time being at least, they are no longer together. In order to move on from Ridge, she will therefore require a rebound romance. Bill Spencer's reunion on Bold and the Beautiful, a favorite reunion? Let's now consider additional men who might be involved. Second, many fans would be thrilled to see Brooke reunite with this gentleman. Bill Spencer is that person. On Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke has other epic loves besides Ridge. She and Bill used to be infatuated with one another. Despite what she told Ridge this week, Brooke even referred to Bill as the love of her life at one point. Regarding Brooke, Bill has stated the same thing. Additionally, we are aware of the tumultuous past between Bill and Brooke, which included him abandoning her at the altar because of Ridge. However, it might completely change the course of events if Brooke informs Bill that she is finally done with Ridge. Because Brooke claimed that Ridge was her destiny and Bill had attempted to win her back not too long ago. However, Taylor now controls Ridge's fate, so perhaps Brooke will ride the Spencer stallion once more. Bill isn't seeing anyone, and I would really like to see those two get back together. Bold and the Beautiful, Sheila's demise, Hope's wish, and Deacon Sharp's possible comeback. The final choice, then, is a married man who has always had a tremendous affection for Brooke. Hope Logan would be thrilled to see her mother reunited with her father, Deacon Sharp. Indeed, he is currently married to Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, but it seems as though they will soon experience a difficult time. Given that Sheila's wicked granddaughter Luna Nozawa has entered their lives, there's a risk that Deacon and Sheila will part ways. Deacon despises her as well. This is not good, then. Additionally, Brooke and Deacon had a connection not too long ago. She even gave him a kiss. It was some years ago. Sheila had substituted the real champagne for non-alcoholic champagne at that point, which is when Brooke had unintentionally become intoxicated. Is Brooke still seeking Deacon in Bold and the Beautiful? In the end, Brooke might still harbor feelings for Deacon. They also shared Hope, their daughter. Additionally, in 2022, while Ridge was engaged to Taylor, we witnessed Deacon propose to Brooke through marriage. If you don't recall, Hope had encouraged him to pop the question. Additionally, Brooke's heart still belonged to Ridge at the time, so she simply couldn't do it. However, this might be the ideal time for Deacon and Brooke to try again. Ridge is back with Taylor, and Deacon and Sheila's marriage is about to take a knock because her granddaughter Luna killed his two buddies and now wants to live with them. Deacon is going to have trouble with it. Thus, he might have the opportunity to acquire Brooke, the lady he has always desired. Brave and Lovely, the return of Thorne Forrester and other former loves? 4th place. Therefore, bringing back one of Brooke's former loves from her past is the 4th option Bold and the Beautiful might attempt. One of her greatest loves. Over the years, she has had a lot of men. Her ex-husband Eric Forrester is one throwback to the past that we most likely won't see her with. Given that he is married to her sister, Donna Logan, who would never pardon Brooke for attempting to take her honey bear, Brooke is unlikely to try dating him. However, B&B might instead bring back Thorne Forrester, another Forrester, and Brooke's ex. In the past, Brooke was married to Thorne, Ridge's half-brother, but their marriage ended because Brooke simply couldn't leave Ridge alone. However, Thorne might return with a recast and be the one to comfort her. Ridge, who might not appreciate seeing his Logan with his brother, Thorne, or anyone else for that matter, would undoubtedly be alarmed by his brother's return. Is Nick Marone coming back? Examining Brooke's Bold and the Beautiful romantic options. Okay, so Nick Marone, Ridge's other half-brother, is a 5th potential candidate for Brooke's significant romantic comeback. He spent some time dating Brooke. If you don't recall, Jack Wagner was a really attractive actor. He later married her. However, marriage ended after just a few weeks due to Nick's intoxicated one-night affair with Bridget Forrester, Brooke's daughter, as well as issues with Ridge. Since so many years have passed, Nick and Brooke might actually welcome another opportunity to get together and do it the correct way if he were to come back to the surface. Furthermore, if Ridge saw Brooke with one of his siblings, I would anticipate that he would lose it. And that might lead to issues with Taylor and Ridge. Brooke will definitely moon around on Bold and the Beautiful, in my opinion. Before Brooke gives up and moves on past Ridge, who appears to have made a deal with Taylor this time, she will continue to be tearful and depressed about him. She may even return to the mansion and try to court him one last time. The future of Brooke and Ridge on Bold and the Beautiful, their unavoidable reunion. As this is a long-term situation, I do completely anticipate that Brooke will eventually return to Waffle Boy Ridge, but that is just a possibility. Not right now. In the interim, I believe it would be fantastic to have Brooke's relationship take a different turn and give us a fresh romance instead of the same old stale triangle. Brooke can go look for love elsewhere and let Taylor have Ridge for a bit. In fact, the authors might come up with something original. It would be insane, wouldn't it? Perhaps Brooke needs a new relationship with a past lover or a new man. It's definitely what the audience needs, in my opinion. Fans are raving about Heather Tom's all-female episode, which features mother-daughter drama and performances worthy of an Emmy. The March 27th all-female episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, which was written and directed by Heather Tom and included strong mother-daughter conflicts as well as Emmy-winning performances by Catherine Kelly Lang and Annika Noel, has fans talking. Fans of Heath Tom's groundbreaking all-female episode are bold and beautiful. After delivering what many are referring to as the episode of the year, Heather Tom's triple-duty success as writer, director, and performer has B&B viewers demanding that she be permanently promoted to the writing team. A powerful mother-daughter drama is delivered by an all-female historical episode. With multi-Emmy winner Heather Tom writing, directing, and starring in the first-ever all-female production of Daytime, the March 27, 2025 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful is being heralded as a historic television event. The special program, which was tied to Women's History Month, highlighted mother-daughter connections and featured some of the most moving moments viewers have seen in a long time. Viewers have been praising the episode on social media, calling it perfect and Emmy-worthy. One ex-post, which received over 8,700 views, said, "Annika and Kelly are so freaking amazing here. Perfection was created by Heather Tom. Just this episode is worthy of a Daytime Emmy." Annika Noel and Catherine Kelly Lang performances of a lifetime. The raw emotional intensity of Brooke Logan and Hope Logan's heartbreaking confrontation left spectators speechless. Brooke's startling response when a distraught Hope confronted her mother about choosing Ridge Forrester over her own daughter was, "Who are you? My daughter is not you. Leave now," caused a stir within the fan base. Fans praised Catherine Kelly Lang and Annika Noel's chemistry and dedication to the emotional material, saying that they put their all into these performances. After such tremendous tension, viewers required emotional catharsis, which was delivered by Katie Logan's final facilitation of the mother and daughter's reconciliation. Also, B&B spoilers, Brooke's self-confident smile breaks. Ridge informs desperate Logan that it's permanently over. Ideal dramatic harmony with the celebration of Taylor and Steffi. Taylor Hayes and Steffi Forrester's joyful scenes creating milkshakes and root beer floats were a pleasant counterpoint to the Logan women's emotional conflict. The poignant moment when Taylor said that Stephanie Forrester would be proud of her granddaughter and her light-hearted joke about sugar influencing Steffi's conduct were both well received by fans. Heather Tom's outstanding writing and directing abilities were on full display in this flawless balancing act between dramatic intensity and lighter times, revealing her profound comprehension of what makes soap opera narrative so captivating. Supporters are requesting that Heather Tom take over as head writer. Fans are calling for Heather Tom to play a more significant creative part in the program as a result of the positive reception. One viewer, who hadn't watched in months, tuned in especially for this episode and wrote, "A show for the soaps at last, it was amazing. Hope, Brooke, and Katie were amazing. Heather Tom, you wrote so well. KK and I absolutely liked it. You guys were incredible. So, listen up, Bold and Beautiful. You guys need to hire Heather Tom as the head writer and then you would get all your viewers back," reads another impassioned comment. Fans are clearly engaged with the storyline due to high engagement. The remarkable degree of interaction on social media platforms amply illustrates the episode's significance. The ex-post complimenting Annika Noel and Catherine Kelly Lang's performances received almost 9,000 views and nearly 200 favorites within hours after airing, demonstrating how powerfully the plot struck a chord with viewers. Also, B&B spoilers. As Hope and Brooke's relationship collapses, Steffi and Taylor's triumphant celebration honors Ridge's decision and the company's victory. Fans praised the outstanding performances and analyzed every emotional beat in the lively forum conversations. The episode's objective of presenting real mother-daughter relationships in all its complex beauty was obviously accomplished. This innovative all-female production has raised the bar for the bold and the beautiful and demonstrated that television magic can be achieved when women take the creative lead. As Hope goes insane, Brooke lashes out. 2 distinct evenings spent at home with moms and daughters are revealed in the Thursday, March 27, 2025, spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. It's about to get out of control one evening. The lowest point of Hope. Brooke Logan has had enough of her daughter and is appalled by her. She forewarned Hope Logan from a way that her scheme with Carter Walton was shady and unsavory, and no one would emerge victorious. Hope still won't accept responsibility for her acts or listen to reason, though. She actually places the blame on everyone but herself. Hope keeps saying that the Forresters don't even have the right to their own company, and Brooke finds this to be unbelievable. Must read, Brooke gets a much younger lover in The Bold and the Beautiful specs. Hope tries to hit her mother across the face when Brooke urges her to leave because she no longer recognizes her. Fortunately, Katie Logan intervenes before she does something she will regret for the rest of her life. Brooke interrupts Hope while she tries to flee the house. In Brooke's arms, Hope sobs and confesses her love and regret to her mother. Brooke is aware that Hope must rebuild her life and start afresh. It will be easier said than done this time. Steffi and Taylor have a party. There is happiness in Steffi Forrester Finnegan's Cliff House, but there is conflict in Brooke's mansion. During Women's History Month, Taylor Hayes and Steffi managed to find time for a dance party and some light-hearted moments in an episode celebrating mothers and daughters that was directed by Heather Tom. The fact that Ridge Forrester decided against returning to Brooke for the time being is reason for celebration. They also get to celebrate the fact that Steffi was able to rehabilitate Hope, which is one of Steffi's favorite things to do, and that Carter returned the company. Anything to get at a Logan woman, isn't it? Steffi and Taylor are living their best lives, but all might fall apart if Hope doesn't control her rage. No one is more enraged than a lady who has been repeatedly rejected by Steffi.